You need to title this Exponent Rules. And it's multiplication specifically. Okay, so what we have. The first one we have is a product of powers. So if I have two of the same base, and I'm going to use the same base for each of these. So I'm going to use a b, okay? So if I have b to the m times b to the n, what do I do to those exponents? You add them. So m plus n. Okay, so now I have power of a power. Okay, so now let's say I use the same letters. I have b to the m power times the n power. What do I do with those?
Multiply m and n.
You multiply the two exponents. That's right. So I have b to the m times n. Okay, now I have power of a product. Okay, and let's say I'm using some slightly different letters. I'm going to use a to the m power times b to the n power, and the power they're going to be raised to is the x. What do I do with those exponents now?
You're going to add them and multiply them by x.
And multiply them by x. So I have a to the m times x times b to the n times x. Okay. So we have three rules right here. A couple reminders. No exponent. Exponent. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. No exponent means what power?
1.
To the first power. So in other words, if I have x, that means x to the first power. And also, anything to the power of 0. Do you remember what that is?
1.
Yep. Anything to the power of 0 equals 1. So x to the 0th power equals 1. And we're not going to talk about y yet. That's something I'm going to have to ask you to accept is true for now. Okay, for an example of A, if I had 7 squared times 7 to the 3rd power, what's that going to give me? 7 to the 5th. Good. So now an example of my second one. Let's say I have 7 to the 3rd power squared. 7 to the 6th power. And for the last one, let's say I have 7 squared times x to the 4th, and I raise that all to the 3rd power. What's that going to give me? 7 to the 6th, then x to the 12th. That's very good. All right, that's your toolkit entry over exponent rules for multiplication.